Alright guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you the UnLogic II Minecraft mod. So let's get started. It's just a dirt resource block. You can craft it like this and then you can turn it back into dirt later. Next we have the polished stone. That's what this floor here is made of. It's just like the polished granite, polished diorite, polished andesite, but for, regular stone. Alright, next up we have the pop furnace. This is it. Exactly what you need to do. You need to load in the gunpowder and the fire starters. I just shift click those in. And then in order to activate it, you pulse redstone power like so. You just press a button, whatever. And it basically what it does is it explodes the gunpowder and it shatters the item that's in the input slot. So I'm going to press this a few more times. And here we have the outputs. Here's the recipe for that. And then next we have the screens. That's what these backings here are made of, and they come in all different colors. This is how you make the initial screen, and then you use dyes to set the colors. Next up, we have the souls, liquid unlogic gems, and unlogic gems. Souls are found whenever you kill mobs, hostile mobs, so the red ones. Most animals are the neutral ones, and villagers are these blue ones. They also appear when you kill players. So here's how you turn a soul into a liquid unlogic gem. You put it with an awkward potion, and it makes that. Next, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and explain. In order to make this into an unlogic gem, it has to be unused, and then you can put it with like a snowball, ice, packed ice, any of that stuff, cold stuff, and it will make it unlogic gem. It has to be on the first use though. Next we have the Wobblejack. Whenever you equip it and then use it, it does something random. So yeah, next up we have the Obsidian tool, which I will come back to later, but this is how it is crafted, and it breaks obsidian really fast, but it doesn't break anything else. Continuing on, we have the Dark Knight sword and the Paladin sword. You'll be able to see these in game. Their recipes can change if you have mods that add like different metals. Next up, you may be wondering why there's just like a random door here and stuff floating, and that's because in here, when you flip the lever on this, the shell core, it makes shell all the way around the thing in this radius. Now the shell core can be pretty useful. The shell is not breakable in survival mode. The generation of the shell can be disabled by server owners if they don't want it in the config. Shell only replaces air, so if you have grass here, it'll stay grass. Anything else too, as you can see by this door. Here's the recipe for that. Kind of expensive, but considering that it's making an impenetrable fortress, yeah. Next up we have the unlogic gem blocks, made like so. They're translucent and they can be used as beacon base. Next we have the fossil. When you break this, it just drops a couple of bones. Next up we have the magma cake. Now it's made like this. Now when you eat it, that's the interesting part. So let me just show you. Going into survival mode, you eat it, you catch on fire, but you are fire resistant as well for 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and extinguish this, and with any of the tool materials. It's a multi-tool. It breaks. It acts as like a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel. So yeah, you make it just like this, but with whatever material you want to make it from. At the moment, I do have support for the base metals mod, so any of those materials can also be used to make them. Next up, we have the coal gun. It shoots whatever type of coal is currently selected. You press R to change that, and your coal type is in the top right corner. I do not have any in my inventory at the moment, but I'll spawn some in here in a minute and show you. This here is the smart coal gun. It's just like the regular one, except whenever you right click it and you don't have any of that coal type, it will cycle to the next type you do have in your inventory. Yeah. Okay, so now for the ammo for this. We have the charged coal, which is made like so, and this makes 8 of them. Next we have the destabilized coal. This recipe here makes 6. And then we have the restabilized coal. This recipe makes 8. And the refined coal, you put 1 restabilized coal in the furnace, and it comes out as a refined coal. Now, one thing about charged coal, if you're holding it and you right click a redstone ore, it turns into coal ore, and the item will be consumed if you are in survival. Okay, so as ammo, the regular coal just does a little bit of damage. Charged coal has a small explosion and a little bit more damage than coal. Destabilized coal has a larger explosion than charged coal and a little more damage. Restabilized coal, smaller explosion but more damage than that one. And the refined coal does not have an explosion, but it does the most damage out of anything. Alright, so let's spawn some of these in real quick and give you all a demonstration. So here we have coal, charged coal, destabilized, restabilized, and refined. Okay, so that was regular coal. I'm going to go ahead and press R to switch ammo type, and that one's charged coal, destabilized, restabilized, and refined. Alright, so next, I'll go and show you quartz seeds made like this. Another feature of the Obsidian tool, which I mentioned earlier. So, alright, so you take the Obsidian tool and you go to Obsidian and you right click it and it turns it into Obsidian farmland. Now what this is used for, first of all, it doesn't have to have water or anything like that to be sustained. You can jump up and down on it, whatever, and the crop that's on it won't break. Now the only crop that can be on it at the moment is the quartz crop, which is planted with these quartz seeds. And when it grows up, it drops like a quartz block and more quartz seeds occasionally, or usually. Sorry. So let's just use bone meal. Show you some of the growth of it. So yeah, that's that. Next, the compact bookshelf. Now it only takes 5 of these to get an enchantment table up to level 30, as you can see here. Made like so, just 3 bookshelves. It's saves a lot of space. Alright, so that's about it. The link is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more.